A few weeks ago, my family and I took a trip to California to drive up to Big Sur, Highway 1, and 101 to Western Washington. My wife is a Twilight fan, so the primary goal was to visit Forks, Washington. After driving approximately 18 hours from Texas, we stopped for the night in San Luis Obispo, California. Our first stop was food, since my kids wanted to stop at Buffalo Wild Wings before heading to the hotel. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary while we were at the restaurant. Granted, we got there just as the sun was going down. But after we left and were walking back to our Jeep, my 13-year-old son stopped dead in his tracks and was focused on something across the street. From my vantage point, the area across the street looked like a heavily wooded area and was dimly lit. I asked my son what he heard, and he indicated that he thought he heard someone screaming from that direction. Almost as soon as he said that, I distinctly hear a scream coming from the same area. My wife, a general skeptic of anything remotely paranormal, indicated that she thought she saw something moving from that direction, heading towards us, but could not distinctly see what it was. At this point in the evening, the parking lot surrounding the restaurant was mostly empty, and we were one of 3 vehicles parked there. Not knowing the area, and not wanting to potentially get involved in whatever the hell was going on, we quickly got into the Jeep and left. Before heading to the hotel, I wanted to make a quick trip by the Ernie Ball Music Man Factory. I'm a guitar player myself, and have played the instrument for years and was curious about where so much of my money went. We drove through what looked like part of a downtown and into a dimly lit industrial area where I finally found the factory. As I was taking pictures, my wife noted that the entire area was almost unlit, and the downtown area we came from had almost no one out on a Friday night, and it was very dark. We both found this odd for a college town. As I was rolling up my window after taking the pictures of the factory, I heard the exact same scream that my son and I heard at the restaurant. My wife and kids heard it too. The pitch and general sound were identical. However, we were now almost 7 miles away from where we initially heard the sound, and less than 15 minutes had passed. Needless to say, we decided to keep driving and not stay in that town for the night. I drove most of the night until we reached Monterey and stayed there the next day. It's been almost 2 weeks since we got back from our trip, but that scream and the general unease I felt there has been bugging the heck out of me. I'm